Good afternoon, everybody. It's Sunday, May 17th, and it is a not so nice afternoon here on the southeastern coast of North Carolina. We are going to get a little bit of storms tonight, and I have a couple of tomatoes here that are starting to swell, and I don't want them to split in the rain, so now is going to be the ideal time to taste test this Rosella Purple tomato. Rosella Purple tomato is a tomato I've been going for 3 years, and every year on my channel I give this tomato rave reviews. It is a dwarf tomato that was developed by the Dwarf Tomato Project, and it typically yields tomatoes that are about 4 to 8 ounces. They are a deep mahogany red, and they resemble a Cherokee Purple in flavor and look and taste. So here is my Rosella Purple tomato plant. This is as tall as they get. It's about 30 inches tall in this container, and it is loaded with fruit. Here you can see just how laden with fruit the tomato is. And this year I went ahead and I took my electric toothbrush and I vibrated the flowers, and that doubled or tripled the fruit set of this plant. So as you can see here, the fruit set is very heavy, but as a consequence to setting so much fruit, all of the tomatoes are a little bit smaller than they would otherwise be. They're usually a good bit larger than this. But you can see just how many tomatoes there are everywhere. There must be over 50 tomatoes on this little tiny 3 or 4 foot tall plant. It's really quite amazing. And here is an example of most of the fruits that I've picked. They're all smaller. They're not normally this small. They're usually more like 4 or 5 ounces, but because, again, it's set fruit so heavily, these look to only be about 3 ounce or so tomatoes. This one, on the other hand, is probably more like 5 or 6 ounces, and this is much more like what I'm used to seeing on Rosella Purple. These classic 5 or 6 ounce tomatoes that are a little bit misshapen and non-uniform. They look like an heirloom tomato, despite the fact they are a fairly recent cross. They are, however, stabilized, so they're open pollinated, so you can save these seeds and they will regrow true to type. And now to weigh them in. The largest tomato is 5.7 ounces, and the smaller tomatoes, 2.3, 2, and 1.6. So, like I said, normally I'm used to them being about 5 to 6 ounces, so this is a really good representation of what most of the tomatoes are like. Alright, now we'll cut it open, always with the biggest one. And you can see how meaty the tomato is. Despite it being a dwarf tomato, it has a meatiness similar to a beefsteak. And this is one of those rare taste tests where I get the whole family on there. I have Dale and I have Brittany, and Brittany's never been on any of my videos before.
No, I have not.
So now we're going to try this for you all. This tomato I've been talking about for years. And this is the first bite of the Rosella Purple.
Mmm. Has some bite.
It's a really good tomato. It's a sweet tomato, like most black tomatoes are. I don't think it's very acidic, and it's much sweeter than normal. Would you say it's acidic, or how would you describe it?
Good.
So you would describe it as good. But I would say if you like an acidic tomato, this is not so much the tomato for you. If you like these sweet, black, rich tomatoes like a Cherokee Purple, this is very similar to a Cherokee Purple, but you don't have to manage these 6, 7, 8, 9 foot tall vines.
I'm no connoisseur, but it's very good.
It's a very good tomato. What about you, Dale?
He's the deciding
Any hugs?
Good boy.
Scale of 1 to 10. What do you think? He gave me 10 sniffs, so he says it's a 10.
Definitely.
One more little piece. Good boy. You can have the last piece.
Oh.
It's a very good tomato. And that's this year's official taste test of the Rosella Purple tomato. It's a Dwarf Tomato Project tomato, and it is heirloom quality purple tomato flavor on little tiny 30-inch tall plants. Everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found it helpful, please hit that like button, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe for future updates and more videos like these. If you're curious about anything that I use in my garden, everything that I use is linked in my Amazon storefront in the video description. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see all of you again on the next video.